Finally, a animated family movie that teaches kids to eat their fruit and veg. Osmosis Jones, directed by the Farley brothers, Tom Sito and Pete Crom. More directors than you would have thought, and is the 2001 animated slash live action gross out comedy. Osmosis Jones tells the story of Frank, a single father with uh, a shitty diet, and one day he eats an egg that he just finds on the ground, which and a ruthless germ known as Frax enters Frank's body and plans to kill him within 48 hours. So while Frank is hospitalized, Frank's white blood cell as Osmosis Jones, who's a police officer in the germ world that Frank's body has created, makes it his mission to uh, uh, prevent Frax from ending Frank's life. This review has been requested forever by Jake, one of my dearest subscribers. So Jake, this review is entirely for you. I hope you enjoy it, and I can't promise a rave a 5 star out of five a review, but I will be as honest as I can about my pros and cons for this movie. Let's address the elephant in the room. Does anybody talk about Osmosis Jones anymore? I mean, this movie has flown under the radar big time. I mean, it may be the most forgotten animated movie from 2001, and 2001 was a historical year for animation. We had Monsters Inc., my former favorite Pixar movie, Shrek, the movie that put DreamWorks on the map. And let's not forget the underrated Disney epic Atlantis: The Lost Empire. But yeah, I had no idea that this movie even existed until Jake requested it. Yeah, going into it. This is the first time I have ever watched this movie. I'm not judging it based on nostalgia. So, as for Osmosis Jones, it is the definition of a mixed bag, and it could have been a great deal better. And but this is but its premise is not the most original that I've ever seen. Other cartoons that Diz cells in the body before Osmosis Jones, and plus you could easily compare this to Inside Out, or the SpongeBob episode where Squidward gets a piece of his clarinet stuck in his throat, and SpongeBob and Patrick need to shrink to go inside his body. But I've got to say the animated segments are what strongly about this film, and you mean Warner Brothers Animation did a spectacular job with the animation, as they always do. While the germ sissy inside Frank's body is not the most creative that I've ever seen. Its characters and the uh, and the drama that goes on in this world are what I loved. And Osmos himself, voiced by Marty the Zebra from Madagascar, Chris Rock. Say what you want about Chris Rock now after Will Smith punched him at the Academy Awards earlier this year, but Osmosis Jones is one of his better roles. He's a real passionate cop, kind of like the Sherlock Holmes of the Cell world, and and the animation for him gives him some exquisite character designs when he can shapeshift his body to get out of sticky situations, and Fricks, his robot Buzz Eater on on the mission. He kicks ass, and I found him to be uh, provide the strongest comedy in the film by far. I would think my favorite character in the movie would have to be its antagonist, Frax. I mean, and Lawrence Fishburne. My God, I mean, get this guy in villain roles more often, because Frax is a deadly force to be reckoned with. I mean, uh, he takes so much joy in poisoning and killing his human victims as a germ would, and he boasts about how he's collected all the chromosomes of his victims from the past, and his longer claw. I mean, that is lethal. He is no question the uh, darkest villain from any animated movie in 2001. And as for the soundtrack, just like the movie itself, I have mixed feelings on. Uh, I mean, the King Lear rock scene is just for a unnecessary celebrity cameo, and the pop songs don't always blend with the scene that they are playing in, but the original soundtrack, particularly in the animated scenes, doesn't sound too bad. But here's where this movie doesn't work. The live action segments, directed by the Farley brothers. I mean, the Farley brothers have proven to be the gods of gross out comedy. How they messed this one up, but they messed up epically here. Like Frank, played by Bill Murray, this may be the most abysmal performance I've ever seen from Bill Murray. He could not care less, and Frank as a character. He, he is he has no care for healthy eating, and sets a shit example to his daughter about a good diet. Dude, do you want your daughter to grow up unhealthy with countless health problems? She had better not follow in your footsteps, man. And he brings it on himself when he's hospitalized and just germ ridden. I really felt no sympathy for him, and I can't see why Alina, his daughter, would give a shit about him either. Alina, bless the child actress, she may be the most likable live action actor and character in the film, and her acting was terrific when she's breaking down in the fear of losing her dad by a child acting standards, and the live action scenes are just uh, the live action scenes that weighed the movie down. They were way more boring and less energetic in comparison to the animated ones. It felt like Osmosis Jones was well two different movies at once, making it structurally a mess. And the gross out gags, that they were absolute cringe. I expect far better from the Farley brothers. Watching Frank just descend into a lazy slob and his health decline, and it made me feel like I had salmonella and sick inside. Why did this movie's scenes with Frank and Eleanor need to be live action? Couldn't they have been animated like the parts in Frank's body? You know, though at least the climactic final fight between Osmosis and Frax does get exhilarating. And Frax's death, where he dissolves into ashes, I mean, did scare me out of my pants. So, on the whole, if you edit out the Oz if you edit out the live action scenes from Osmosis Jones entirely and well, just have this movie fully animated, then we could have had another animated classic on our hands. But I can really see why this movie flopped hard back 21 years ago and has been all but forgotten by uh, uh, moviegoers in general. But there are still worse movies from Warner Brothers Animation for sure. Cough, cough, the Lego Ninjago movie. I give Osmosis Jones 3 stars out of 5. Good movie. So yeah, I'm so deeply sorry for the long delay with this review, Jake. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the movie. Whether we have similar or different thoughts. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Osmosis Jones? Are you with me and think it's not quite an underrated gem? It's could have been fixed in certain areas, or are you one of those people that are one of its cult following and do see it as an underrated classic? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I review Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2. Yeah, I mean, that's technically Halloween related as it is uh, a horror, am I right? And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.